Good morning, Michigan students. Now the Splat News. Today we are going to talk about air, land, and water pollution. Pollution is the contamination of air, water, or land by harmful substances. Pollution is caused because of our contamination. Air pollution is caused by smoking motor vehicles and factories that produce smoke. Land pollution is caused because when we throw things to the land and when factories throw their waste to any part of the land that is not a sanitary landfill. Water pollution is caused by the factories that throw their waste to the rivers or oceans. Also, water pollution can be caused by us. We also throw things to a toilet like poisonous things, and when we put pesticides to plants and when plants absorb it to the soil, under the soil it is water, so that underground water is contaminated, and that underground water is connected to a river or ocean. Now some pictures of three kinds of pollution.
Land pollution. Land pollution talks about the contamination of soil and earth. You can do this through dumping industrial wastes illegally, mineral exploitation, and using the soil in a bad agricultural way. The soil gets polluted by pesticides and herbicides and waste matters that are being littered in roads, parks, and streets. Land pollution is divided into solid waste and soil pollution. Solid wastes are useless objects such as paper, plastics, cans, bottles, used cars, and electronic goods that are not biodegradable. When these objects accumulate, they cause a threat on people's health. Some of the sources of solid waste that cause land pollution are wastes of agriculture, mining, industries, from sewage treatment, and ashes or garbage. Soil pollution is caused by chemicals and pesticides that are used to get rid of wastes and pests. This kind of pollution is caused by farms with manure. The consequences of land pollution are problems in the respiratory system, in the skin, lead to birth defects, and all kinds of cancer.
Air pollution. Air is colorless, invisible, odorless, and vapor. Air is really important. We really need to live. If the air we breathe is contaminated, we also get contaminated. Contaminated air just don't only affect us, but it also affects plants and animals. When we affect these living things, we are affecting us and our environment, because when animals and plants get sick, we don't have what to eat, some juices to drink, etc. We lose a great environment. The major source of air pollution is vehicles, transportation, burning of factories, and burning of fossil fuels. Acid rain also causes pollution. When people think about pollution, they just think about outdoor pollution. They don't know that there is something called indoor air pollution. Indoor air pollution is mostly caused by air fresheners, substances that kill insects, etc. Air pollution and all types of pollution affect health. When there is too much air pollution, we could suffer of eye and nose irritation and cheek pains. In Donora, Pennsylvania is an example of air pollution. They wanted to be recognized as the most advanced technology city, so they make machines work the 24 hours of the day, so it was becoming a serious problem. Polluted air was trapped in cold smoke and pollution layer. These people were breathing contaminated air. This lasted for 5 days. Almost 14,000 people reported becoming ill, and about 2 dozen deaths were attributed to badly polluted air. We need to control air, and we have to save Earth if we don't want to end up as Pennsylvania.
Water pollution occurs when a body of water is adversely affected due to the addition of large amounts of material to the water. When it is used, for instance, water is considered polluted. Two types of water pollutants exist: point source and non-point source. Point source of pollution occurs when harmful substances are emitted directly into a body of water. The Exxon Valdez oil spill best illustrated a point source water pollution. A non-point source develops pollutants indirectly through environmental changes. An example of these types of pollutions is when fertilizer from a field is carried into a stream by rain in the form of runoff, which in turn affects aquatic life. The technology exists for point sources of pollutions to be monitored and regulated through political factors may complicate matters. Non-point sources are much more difficult to control. Pollution arises from non-point source accounts for a majority of the contaminated streams and lakes.
So, as you know, pollution is very bad. The three kinds of pollution are land, water, and air pollution. Land pollution causes soil to contaminate. Water pollution causes fishes and water animals to die. And air pollution causes the sky to be gray and to contaminate the oxygen that we will breathe. We need to find a solution to stop pollution, because humans, animals, and nature will soon die. Some ways to prevent pollution are the following. People should know how pollution is dangerous. We should stop throwing garbage, and we need to decrease the number of human activities that contribute to pollution. This was my conclusion, and some ideas of stopping pollution. Thanks, and here we finish with the Splat News.